an electric card for you tonight. Alpha Zoe defends his Golden Gate Championship against JT Thorne. West Coast Pro Women's World Champion Johnnie Robbie defends her championship against the It Girl, Maya World. And our West Coast Pro World Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Blackwood. He'll be partnering with Haley Dillon against his competitor, Vinnie Massaro and Miko Alana. This card is packed, y'all. So much action, so much more, and just a very important reminder. If you see action coming your way, get out of the way. With that said, let's go ahead and start. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, with a 30-minute time limit. Your official for this contest is Ref Nick Giovanni. Introducing first,
it's about time for Oakland to get some of that good West Coast Pro Wrestling. Welcome, everyone. This is West Coast Pro Wrestling. Put that on something. I am James Kincaid, calling all of the action alongside Righteous Reg.
It's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. Oakland, California. I am so happy to be here. We have Fluid 510. The coast is here, James, and we're going to have some hot action today.
Great to be in Oakland. When I think of Oakland and pro wrestling, I think of one name. Gonna get nostalgic. That's Drugs Bunny for years. I mean, he was such a phenomenon out of Oakland, part of what got me back into indie wrestling. Still, the biggest pop out of Oakland in West Coast Pro, in indie wrestling I've ever seen is we get to see a standout from West Coast Pro, the Gator Man, Jiah Jewell. Fresh off a tour of Japan.
Welcome to the ring from Modesto, Louisiana, weighing in at 43 bags of gator meat. He is Crazy Cajun Joe!
Like I said, fresh off a tour of Japan, Reg, so perhaps a little wiser, a little bit more battle-tested will be Jiah Jewell.
Definitely. Jiah is someone who's always absorbing things like a sponge, James, and I know he absorbs so much new information, so much knowledge coming out of Japan. He's back, and he's trying to show everything that he learned out there.
Bell has rung. We are underway here in Oakland. Put that on something. Jiah Jewell, that signature, that Gator chump clap of his, says he wants to Gator roll the world. Well, he is, taking big steps in accomplishing that with that tour of Japan with our sister promotion, Marvelous.
Most definitely. And he has the crowd behind him already. Chris Nasty, though, he's here, SoCal favorite. Doesn't care about any of that. Doesn't care about Japan. Just cares about punching in the mouth.
Lucha Scumbag has been hanging around the West Coast Pro scene more frequently of late. Not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Jiah,
we're gonna see.
Unorthodox style as always. He's supporting off that bottom rope.
Jiah starting off with the lucha. This is surprising to me.
Jiah just really, just tends to sort of hurl himself full throttle at his opponent. Really tends to use his body as a weapon. Look at that. Hurricane Gator DDT. No, turned it into a Gator Plex. Beautiful
1000%.
bridge.
Beautiful bridge. Yeah, Jiah is one of those wrestlers that uses every limb that he has against his opponent.
Yeah, sometimes not pretty, but more often than not, effective.
I don't think he really cares about pretty, James.
No, not at all. Win is a win. Doesn't care about how it looks as long as he gets the W when that bell is rung. But, you know, he'll earn some style points every now and then.
Yeah, definitely. Looking like a little spider monkey hanging on there. Turn the apron.
Around again. This time the Lucha Scumbag turned things around on Jiah Jewell, rocking his world there.
Yeah, Chris Nasty didn't like being taunted there, so he caught him the second time he was caught up in those ropes.
Oh, what a cannonball.
Beautiful cannonball to the corner.
Huge launch angle from Nasty into the cover. Only two. Didn't hook the leg. That might have cost him.
Yeah, I don't think he dragged him out far enough from the ropes also.
Yes.
I mean, trying to get the quick victory, you're going to plant him where you can. But that wasn't enough.
High arcing cannonball, though.
Right.
Nicely done. I mean, just landed flush on the head of Jiah Jewell.
Hit his upper half.
Yeah.
Got his brain all out of place.
Yeah. And a scramble. The brains of that.
I could feel that one over here, James.
Lighting Jewell up, and now raking
old school
his
maneuver
eyes over the ropes. Yeah, old school and underhanded. Thank you all for joining us on YouTube. Hashtag the coast as you follow along. This is Put That On Something. We are in Oakland, California. Fluid 510, and I will say again, about that time for Oakland to get some of that good West Coast pro wrestling.
It is town business, and Jiah Jewell is all over Chris Nasty right now, trying to catch him with that tilt-a-whirl DDT.
Oh, bad landing for Jiah Jewell there. Back of the head, following up with the bulldog.
Nice bulldog.
Nasty hooks the leg this time. Deep cover. Jiah just gets the shoulder up.
You know, Chris Nasty's been utilizing a lot of old school maneuvers. He used that rope rake to the eyes, and then he went into that bulldog there, catching Jiah really off guard, keeping him in those ropes, James.
In control is Nasty. Got to be careful not to get disqualified, though.
I mean, he's going to go right to that line as close as he can with this.
Yeah, walking right up to it, to your point, up to the count of 4. And now the drop kick to an absolutely prone Jiah Jewell. No way to absorb that. And writhing in pain is the crazy Cajun. He is down, maybe out here, able to still get the shoulder up.
Yeah, that's about the worst place you can catch that, James. A lower drop kick to the back.
Yeah.
While you caught up in the ropes.
And, you know, didn't see it coming. Was trapped in those ropes.
Right.
No way to even try and brace for impact.
Jiah fighting from behind.
Trying to fight his way back up to his feet. Overhand chop.
Lucha chops.
Slashing at Nasty, able to stem the tide of his offense, if only for a moment.
Club to the back. Just old school, just angry. Got Jiah down. Backing him up into those ropes.
Jiah able to reverse the Irish whip. The handspring. Oh, this time Jiah scores with the drop kick to the spine. Turnabout fair play for the crazy Cajun, but can he capitalize?
Yeah, Jiah felt that exact same move to his lower back, so returning it on the Chris off that handspring has really got him back into this match. The crowd is rallying Jiah to his feet.
Big time fan favorite. One of the first standouts out of the West Coast Pro Training Academy, starting to string it together here.
Pump kick. Nasty tried to return it back to him.
Yeah, Nasty was looking for one of his own. Great trip by Jiah Jewell. What's he have in mind here? He's gator rolling the legs. I'm not sure if this is something he picked up in Japan.
We usually see it from the other way, James. Now he has it from the bottom.
New wrinkle. Sort of a hog tie. German suplex.
Beautiful.
Into the pin. Nasty down, but not out. Able to get the shoulder up into.
I mean, he might have learned that in Japan, James. The way that he sprung that new leg gator roll into the German suplex with the bridge. Beautiful combination of maneuvers.
Yeah, that seemed calculated. Well, as calculated as Jiah Jewell is in there. seems to do a lot of winging.
There's some calculations.
Getting him up.
All the way up, but Nasty slipped all the way over.
Finishing touches, but Nasty able to counter. Sunset flip. No. flipping all the way
Kept
through.
rolling. That's that lucha coming out.
Now another handspring, and this time that back elbow finds the mark.
He went right back to a smart move.
The lucha scumbag gets Jiah up and a buckle bomb.
A pop-up into a buckle bomb. Into a
Oh
Michinoku
my
driver.
goodness.
Wow.
Mercy. Jiah's got to be out here. No, he
Oh.
is not. Are you kidding me? I don't even think Jiah can believe he's still in this fight.
That's about as close as you can get. 2.999. The referee almost counted that 3. I think Chris Nasty thought he had the victory there.
Jiah's pupils rolling like dice, but still able to kick out. But is it only a short matter of time as Nasty's still very much in the driver's seat here. He's got
Got him
Jiah
up
in
now.
the electric chair.
Reaching up for
12-6 on
that
those
disco
elbows.
ball.
Yeah, Jiah looking for help. Disco's not dead, and neither is Jiah Jewell.
Just exchanging them right in the middle of the ring, forearm for forearm.
Slashing out again at Nasty, doubling him over. Can Jiah string it together? No, Nasty intercepts again.
Right back up there. Electric chair.
Nasty selling out for whatever he has in mind. A poison Gator Rana.
He got all of that.
Duncan Nasty's head in the bayou. Jiah gets him up. There it is. Gator twist
Middle of the ring.
with an exclamation point. Put that on for Jiah Jewell. Welcome back, Jiah Jewell, showing he's learned more than a thing or two in that tour of Japan. What a gutty victory.
That is how you return from an excursion, James, of Japan. Using all those things that you learned out there in Japan, all that knowledge was put right here to the test. I saw him string together some great maneuvers here, especially that German suplex out of that Gator roll. Very impressed with Jiah Jewell back here at West Coast Pro.
Great to see Jiah Jewell, the Gator chomps.
Crowd loves it.
Throughout the crowd.
They
here
are
in
happy
Gator.
he is back.
We are in Oakland, California at Fluid 510.
Betcha.
And we will keep rolling on. I once again give way to Katie Scarlett.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your official for this contest is Ref Jackie. Introducing first,
Right back into the action, James. You know the action always continues hot and heavy here in West Coast Pro.
Getting another look at the young Michael Mory, another West Coast Pro Training Academy student.
he is weighing the ring from Oakland, California, weighing at 150 pounds. He is Michael.
And the young Mory looks incredibly focused.
He
right
does.
now, intense, aware of the opportunity that awaits him.
Right. I've been incredibly impressed with the couple of showings we've seen from Michael Mory coming out of that West Coast Pro Academy. He has a lot to show. He has a lot to prove here. Wrestling in Oakland, California means a lot to Michael. He's ready to get the victory today.
And his opponent.
It's going to be tough, though. I'll tell you that, James.
He's going to have to be able to keep his head on a swivel against his opponent.
Yeah. Guess who's back?
He unmasks and talk about focus on Michael Mory's face. Angel certainly looks focused as well, but as I say that, it seems that he is at least mildly distracted by the crowd.
Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 182 pounds. He is Alan Angel.
He had that lock started zeroing in on the crowd. You see it tearing up to the sign, you know. So it will be interesting to see what Angels is locked in on.
I mean,
is it the rather partisan faithful that is not a fan of his, or will be his opponent Michael Mori overlook Mori at your own peril?
We've seen Alan Angels here in West Coast Pro, and that's usually his first priority, is jawing with the fans, letting them know that he's not a fan of the fans, as they say.
It's cost him more than once. Of course, Alan Angels incredibly accomplished in his own right here at West Coast Pro Wrestling. Multi-time prestige champion.
Yes, sir.
He's had success wherever he has gone, but seems to blame any of his shortcomings on the crowd. And the West Coast block here in Oakland firmly behind the youngster Michael Mori right now.
Yeah, Alan Angels brought that prestige championship over to West Coast Pro a few times and was flaunting it in front of the fans, and I think they're still upset about it.
It was a big part of that sort of early cross promotion between the two brands.
Right.
Of course, we love prestige wrestling here at West Coast Pro.
Shout out to our prestige homies. But yeah, like I was saying, James, Michael Mori with a huge attempt here at Alan Angels, former world champion, a former well-traveled individual in Alan Angels, and Michael Mori is just getting started here in the wrestling world.
Huge test, the deep end for Michael Mori here in his young career. Angels looking to take him to school a little bit here in the early going. Nice takeover and a kick right between the shoulder blades. Harsh lesson from Angels to Mori right there.
Immediately kind of with the disrespect. Angels has a smile on his face. He's getting into Michael Mori's head immediately, trying to catch him off guard.
Trying to psych him out, trying to take the crowd out of this. Locking up again, Angels taking that left arm of Mori. Just full control of the wrist right now. Mori trying to fight his way out of it.
Yeah, it looks like Angels is trying to wrestle him to start this off.
I think very distinctly Angels is applying a strategy to see just how much Michael Mori has learned.
Definitely.
And trying to get into his head that, hey, maybe you haven't studied enough. You're not ready for this.
Totally. Maintaining that wrist lock, kind of seeing what his stamina is, seeing how he handles this pressure.
I haven't seen Angels here at West Coast Pro in a few months.
It's been a while.
Certainly, it's been a big part of everything we have done here over the years, no doubting that, like him or not.
You know what I'm
Angels
noticing?
has his fingerprints all over a lot of history here at West Coast Pro.
What I'm noticing about Mori here, James, is he's very lanky, very tall kid. Yeah.
And he's trying to get out of the reach of Alan Angels right now, able to evade for the moment, taking Alan Angels up and over.
Yeah. I mean, with that reach, it is a lot to grab hold on, and that's what Alan Angels is trying to utilize here.
The brakes on, reversing polarity and taking down Angels again and again.
Quick arm drags there from Mori into a beautiful drop kick right in the grill.
Drop kick, timber, down goes Angels. And the crowd right back in it.
You betcha. That's back to basics too, you know? Drop kick, that's as classic as you can get.
Time-tested, Shapiro approved, all those classic maneuvers. You love to see it.
Right. Into the corner, stinger splash.
Mori trying to use all that big upper body to come crashing down on top of Angels. Nobody home on the second attempt. Angels gonna make him pay half and half. Suplex just crumpling Mori up. High impact there, and Angels has settled down. Now it's over.
High and on the neck, James, as bad as you can get for a half and half suplex, especially for someone tall. A lot of that body weight was coming down on Mori's shoulders.
Yeah, that was dangerous stuff. Angels sort of mock applauding the efforts of Mori before just putting the boots to him, and now looking to do more damage. Back elbow from Angels.
Angels looks like he's having a good time now. He's slowing it down, the pace, staying all over Mori, not letting him breathe.
And into the cover there, Mori got the shoulder up, and now Angels giving it to Ref Jackie, as he is wont to do, berating the officials.
Jawing with everyone except his opponent.
Oh, what a a shot, just reverberating off the walls here at Fluid 510.
I can feel that one over at the commentator's desk again. It was loud. Also with the thud, he wants to go for one more.
Oh, the fake out.
Here he goes.
Finger to the eyes from Angels.
Just easy one. Jackie's not going to take a lot of that to the eyes, not with her watching.
Yeah, just blatant. And the crowd here in Oakland, it's a rather familiar chant, usually reserved for the owner of the Athletics, but tonight Alan Angels gets the honor.
Alan Angels being welcomed back after a few months, James. They missed him.
And Mory trying to fight back. Stinging strikes to the midsection, but just one knee lift from Angels puts Mory back on the mat.
Yeah, Mory trying to fire up from the bottom, but Alan Angels not having any of it. Whip to the corner.
Angels taking his time, and it cost him. Mory able to lift that boot right into the mush of Angels, backing him off at least for the moment. Elbow to the face.
Using those big limbs, boot and an elbow.
You talked about it earlier, that the lankiness gives him that reach, and those elbows take two more.
Really utilizing those back elbows, trying to whip him off the rope. Another one, a flying one.
Make it 3 in a row for Mory. Firing up. And he has Angels reeling.
Mory using the crowd.
Swing and a miss, trying to use Angels' momentum against him. Caught him there, no, only two.
Into a short basement dropkick on Angels.
And back into the cover. Yeah, not sure. Basement dropkick, maybe like a short stomp.
Yeah, a little bit. Little extra emphasis on it. I do like Mory quickly attempting those pinfalls, though. He's got to try to get one over on Alan Angels eventually.
Try and win this fight as soon as you can against the seasoned opponent, Angels. Angels was saying it was the end. Mory caught him. I thought the hand would come down for 3 there. Angels
tried to roll him up.
Savvy enough to kick out. Springboard elbow from the second rope. Caught Angels. Cover him. Could be all here. Hooks the leg. Michael Mory is not defeated Angels yet.
You know, Michael Mory is really impressing with this back elbow strategy he's utilizing. He's utilized about 4 or 5 back elbows in Alan Angels, that time from the second rope. I thought that almost got him.
He's found a weapon that works for him. He's going to empty the clip with it. Maybe calling for a knee here, though, now, or...
He got a big boot already.
He's tuning up the band for something, charging in. Angels lying in wait. Another suplex. Angels make that 2 more.
These are short and fast.
Yes, a trifecta. And Mory is down and is in the most dire straits yet of the match.
It looks like Alan Angels finally started getting into this match, stopped joking around, and is actually trying to assault Michael Mory here.
Mory could be drawn dead here.
Underhook, double underhook.
Hooking the wings of Mory, gonna plant him here. No, Mory counter! Mory counter with the Rana! He's got Angels trapped here, but not for 3.
Reverse that.
Oh, there it is, just kill the lights on Michael Mory.
Here we go again, another double underhook.
And now Angels hits it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Malice of forethought, Alan Angels turns out the lights on Michael Mory.
Jay Driller, I am drilled. That was intense.
Here is your winner,
Michael Mory gave it everything he had, but in the end, Alan Angels and that mean streak proved to be the difference. The trio of suplexes there, the spin kick, and then the exclamation point.
Right, when Alan Angels got serious into this match, that was kind of the beginning of the end. Those suplexes like you described, that absolutely brutal double underhook pile driver. Alan Angels showed Michael Mory that he's gonna need a lot more in the ring to defeat someone like a former champion in Allen Angels.
Allen Angels back in West Coast Pro and back in the winner's circle.
But look at this, James.
Michael Mory.
Crowd showing their appreciation.
Yes, has earned the respect of this West Coast Pro crowd. Even in defeat, great effort showing from the young Michael Mory.
That was great.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your official for this contest is Ref Sparky Valor. Introducing first,
Kendo, another aspirant out of the West Coast Pro Academy.
Another one that has shown some great potential here, has had some great showings in the couple of matches he's had here in West Coast Pro so far, coming out of that academy. Oh, we haven't heard this in a minute.
It's been a minute, and it's so great to hear again.
Texas screwed up out here.
I had this one circled. He is back in West Coast Pro Wrestling.
The crowd is lit.
What a welcome sight. The bounty hunter, Bryan Keith, back in a West Coast Pro ring. Last time we saw him in West Coast, and I'll lay out. West Coast Flock, lend your lungs to me.
He got the mic.
Hey. I gotta say, it's real good to be back here at West Coast Pro. West Coast. West Coast. I gotta say, ETK, you young. You upstart rookie, very promising future. I have no idea who the hell is bounty on you, man. But I do your favorite kid because I like you. And I think you're cool. I give you the opportunity right now. You forfeit. Take your ass to the bank and let me cash in on this bounty and everything will be all good. What do you say? Hey, don't just start fucking booing. Don't just start booing. Hell no.
Yo, BK gave him the Godfather option. Like, you can take these, or you can take this match. What do you want?
He says, hell no. Let's fucking do this shit.
I think that was a test, and
it was.
ETK just passed it with flying colors.
Yeah, I think BK tried to give him out, see how he handled it, but ETK wants this fight.
Bounty hunter, Bryan Keith, Ethan tails Kendo, and Tails showing no back down. Not gonna take the path of least resistance. Bell has rung, it is official, and Bryan Keith back in West Coast Pro action for the first time since 2024.
Yeah, ETK wasn't going to back down from this. He wants this match. He knows a match against somebody like the bounty hunter, Bryan Keith, and what it means.
Bryan Keith, it's been a long time coming for his return. So proud of all the success he has had, but you know, we were talking about it when we were getting ready. Really, one of the, you know, the word for, like you said, Reg, when we were getting ready, is he's a stalwart of West Coast Pro.
Yeah.
This became sort of his second home out here.
You heard the crowd with the welcome back chants. They miss Bryan Keith here. He's one of the West Coast Pro's finest wrestlers, and it's great to see him get somebody like ETK today.
Long time, Bryan Keith was knocking on the door of becoming a West Coast Pro champion.
Thought it was going to happen.
Nearly won the West Coast Cup once upon a time. Great to see him back and taking over ETK right now. Bryan Keith, just like he never left.
Right. Aggressive headlock takeover there. Got him down to the mat. We're seeing kind of the same strategy that Alan Angels used with Michael Mory. It's like, let's wrestle him first. Let's get him down to the mat. Let's see what his strength is and see how he takes this pressure.
ETK passed the first test, and now the exam has really begun in earnest here. Locked in there with Bryan Keith.
Right down on the mat.
And listen to this, the usual crowd so firmly in the corner of Bryan Keith, getting behind the young Ethan Tails. Kendo trying to run over Bryan Keith, but as I like to say, that dog won't hunt.
Listen, he's going to attempt it all the time at least, because that's the kind of energy that ETK has. He's going to go right at you.
Trying to run over the bounty hunter. Bounty hunter going to let him try and try again. Nothing doing.
ETK just laughing him off. There it is. Got him down.
Got him down into the cover. 2 count.
Just a little shoulder block, getting him down on the mat, seeing where he's at with that 2 count.
And ETK expended some energy trying to knock Bryan Keith down. Seemed like Bryan Keith expended no energy at all and taking Tails down. And look at that, precision drop kick to the leg. Keith able to counter. And there's just a full-on drop kick.
Nice
and another
drop kick.
staggering Keith back into the corner.
2 in a row from ETK there.
Charging in. A flurry of offense from ETK.
Super impressive. 2 European uppercuts there in the corner.
Oh, and that drop kick took too long, went to the well once too often. And the veteran wherewithal of Bryan Keith ruling the day right now.
Oh my goodness gracious, Bryan Keith with a drop kick. Welcome to West Coast Pro again, ETK. Bryan Keith is here. Your welcome manager. That was insane.
Bryan Keith now starting to stalk ETK, slowing down the pace.
BK looks angry off those drop kicks that ETK hit him with a little bit earlier.
Just like a predator. And look at ETK again. No back down in this kid.
Gotta fire off on him, bring it straight to his face.
Chops, I don't think, had the intended effect. And now Bryan Keith gonna choke the life out of ETK. Gotta be careful. Count went up to 4 there. Crowd starting to give it to Bryan Keith a little bit. Unfamiliar territory for him here at West Coast Pro. And look at Tails.
Ethan's firing up on him. Oh.
And again, just one shot, and you see the eyes. He doesn't know where he is, but he's able to get the shoulder up.
Elbow to the grill on ETK, right down to the mat. His eyes are wide open. He's trying to figure out where he is right now, James.
Yeah, you see those eyes tell the story. ETK scrambled a little bit here, and that's not a good place to be when you're in the ring with Bryan Keith.
Right, Bryan Keith is playing pretty close to him, not giving him too much space there in the ring. Oh.
ETK able to block for the moment. Oh, double leg takedown from Bryan Keith. What does he have in mind? Boston Crab, perhaps?
It's got to be a Texas Crab if BK's doing it. In the middle of the ring, ETK's climbing towards those ropes.
Gonna force him to tap here, Dragon dead center.
He can smell that West Coast Pro logo right in the middle.
Clawing for dear life is Ethan Tails Kendo reaching out and able to break the hold. Made it to the ropes, but damage certainly has been done. You see Ethan clutching at his lower back.
Ethan showed a lot of heart there, though, getting to the ropes. I mean, carrying a full human on the back of you with that Boston crab is a very difficult thing to do, James.
And the crowd trying to will ETK back into this matchup.
I don't know if he's recovered from that disgusting elbow.
Certainly not, and
there
an exploder from Bryan Keith. TNT just blowing him up, and now playing with him a little bit is Bryan Keith.
Aptly named, because that looked like an explosion so quick. Fighting from behind. Bryan Keith trying for another exploder. Same thing.
More dynamite from Bryan Keith. And official Sparky Ballard checking on him, making sure he is still good to continue.
Dropping ETK right on his head. Again, trying to figure out where he is, climbing up those ropes.
Yeah, trying to find some type of sanctuary in the corner, but Bryan Keith just waiting right there for him.
Can't breathe for a second. BK's all over him.
And no, going for another exploder from Bryan Keith. Now mercifully into the cover. They're going to be 3 here. No.
Exploder, another pin attempt.
Another cover here, and refusing to go quietly is Ethan Tails.
3 pin attempts in a row. Now 4 pin attempts.
Refusing to die.
5 pin attempts now, James.
Bryan Keith getting frustrated.
Just working towards the ropes with those.
Forcing Ethan to kick out. At every juncture, Ethan answered at 2.5 to 2.9. Now another exploder. No, this time Ethan had it scouted, able to counter with a vertical suplex.
He finally had that exploder scouted, reversed him back with the suplex.
The first offense in several volleys from Ethan Tails Kendo, and he's not done. Blocking not 1 but 2 shots from Bryan Keith. He ducks under another.
Returning those elbows like he got a big one earlier.
Coming back to life is Ethan Tails Kendo, able to evade again. Collision in the center of the ring.
Collided right in the middle of the ring. Back elbow. Bryan Keith still on his feet.
ETK keeps ducking and moving, and finally takes Bryan Keith down, and ETK is fired up.
The crowd is firmly in ETK's corner. He's going to need something big here, James, to put BK away.
And getting
Fisherman's
Bryan Keith
Buster
in the launch position, yes. Maybe Fisherman Buster, Fisherman Suplex, perhaps. Doesn't matter. Bryan Keith, no.
Held on to it.
The counter caught Bryan Keith there, only 2.
Held on with that roll through. Almost got the 3 on him. Oh, discus lariat. Didn't get all of it.
Didn't get all of it. Got enough. Took Keith down. Caught him on the jaw.
There's been a couple of collisions here in this contest, James, with both these guys.
Yeah, Ethan's just holding on for dear life and just throwing anything he can against the wall that is the bounty hunter Bryan Keith.
Got that right.
And this time the lariat from Bryan Keith just absolutely flattened ETK. Oh no, come on.
He's playing with them.
Yeah, the bounty hunter now gonna make ETK pay. Yeah, Emerald, Tiger, Driver put 3 on the board. Bounty collected for Bryan Keith.
Here is your winner, Bryan.
Another impressive performance by Bryan Keith here at West Coast Pro. ETK, he fought back there, James. He had a couple of maneuvers that we thought was going to catch Bryan Keith off guard, but he hit him with another one of those exploders. Tiger Driver took it home.
He certainly did, and to the point where some of that Bryan Keith mean streak came out. I mean, I would venture to guess that Bryan Keith had had ETK beat, but had to put a little something extra on it for ETK, that Emerald Tiger driver.
Right.
And now Bryan Keith standing over his latest bounty.
Yeah, it probably could have been over at that after the lariat, but he came back for more. He's still in the ring, though. He's standing over ETK right now.
Looming over his prey and outstretching the hand.
Look at that.
Respect earned from a stalwart of West Coast Pro to one whose career is just in its early stages. He might not even realize what has just happened right now, but when he goes back and looks at the tape, I'm sure that will be a moment that stands out in the career of Ethan Tails Kendo. And once again, welcome back to the coast, Bryan Keith.
Welcome, BK, back to the coast, back to independent wrestling. Impressive showing. He's looking better than ever out here. ETK being helped to the back.
A quick reminder, everybody. Fluid 5.0's bar is open. Go get yourself some drinks. Make sure that you are supporting this wonderful venue that has graciously allowed us to be here tonight. With that, the following contest is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your official for this contest is Robbie. Introducing first.
6-man tag action coming up here. We love it.
Shifting gears from singles action, like you said. There's the tag team division here at West Coast Pro Wrestling, second to none.
Shout out to our tag team champions, the Crush Boys, Titus and Charlie. What an impressive young bunch of guys right here in the All Day Crew.
Making their way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at a combined 532 pounds, they are Aiden Andrews, Bryce Kendo, and Tyrone Leon, ATK, the All-Day Crew!
They really impressed back at the Foundry in San Francisco at God Called In Sick today.
Absolutely.
In particular, Aiden Andrews, you and I both sort of marveled at his abilities and what he was able to do. But
Absolutely.
They're going to have their work cut out for them against their opponents. The kings of the shortcuts, underhanded tactics, blatant cheating. They hit Charlie's mom with a baseball bat. I mean,
they're about to bring that shit to Oakland, California now.
It's interesting that you have the Suavecitos on this side of the bridge. I don't know. I'd be a little bit more careful about trying some of that stuff in Oakland. There's certain parts of the town that I wouldn't try and invade if I were the Suavecitos.
It's going to be a little bit different than that San Francisco crowd. Here they go.
Different city, same response for Los Suavecitos. Adrian Quest, Danny Rose, Ricky G.
Adrian Quest, they are
It's been a minute since we've seen the Los Suavecitos.
A team as insufferable as the Los Angeles Dodgers, also from LA, Los Suavecitos. About as courageous as Dave Roberts, but I'll give them credit. They've found a way by hook or by crook to have a lot of success here at West Coast Pro.
I do like All Day Crew going right at them, though,
yeah,
showing them that they're the new trios here in West Coast Pro.
And it looks like Bryce will be starting things for the All Day Crew here. As Aiden and Cairo start things off on the apron, and it's Quest starting things off for Los Suavecitos. There is the bell. We are underway. Six-man tag action here.
AJ and Krüe looking angrier than ever back in West Coast Pro with his boys.
Nice, that standing side headlock. Quest already lost his bandana. Not sure if that's the source of his power or not. We'll soon find out. But he's got Bryce trapped right now. And Bryce tried to take control there. The handful of hair from Adrian Quest, able to turn things around thanks to the hair pull from young Fuego. But Bryce not going to be bullied, turning things back around on Quest and standing tall in the early going for ADK.
Quest with some questionable tactics, of course, to start this out. Nothing's new here with the Los Suavecitos. They've been on the other side of goodness for a long time.
Circling one another in the black and blue of the West Coast Pro ring, and Quest seeming backing off a little bit,
right,
playing it very cagey with Bryce Kuza in there.
You're seeing two different kind of strategies here. The All Day Crew is a little bit more serious, trying to get this victory, and the Suavecitos, they can take their time with this.
Oh, flapjack, caught him. Quest was looking for a leapfrog into the cradle. Nicely done, beautifully done, but only two. Drop kick into
his corner.
Yes, exactly right.
Nice strategy.
And now comes the big man.
Immediately tagged in Aiden Andrews.
And running over Quest in stereo with the double elbow.
Big double elbow.
Cover. 2 count.
Yeah, see, these fans remember Aiden Andrews.
Yeah, the thick boy of the All Day Crew. Big scoop, no, slipping out the back door was young Fuego. And Smart going for the wheel of the big man. And now G comes out, intercepted.
Ricky got caught out there.
Right out of the air, fall away slam. High arcing fall away slam.
All the way over the top for Ricky G. Right back into the All Day Crew's corner. They are utilizing a great strategy here.
Oh my goodness, a body avalanche. Beautiful trio offense here from the All Day Crew, directing traffic in the ring and just brutalizing Ricky G right now into the cover. Cairo Leon only able to get 2.
4 feet for Ricky G. He has to get out of that corner. All Day Crew, again, back to that strategy. Cairo's trying to keep him in their corner again.
I'm still sort of stunned at the exit velocity on that fall-away slam. Now in comes, well, he thinks he's the biggest dog in the fight. Try telling him he's not. Danny Rose eats a flurry for his trouble, and he's swinging at ghosts right now.
Danny Rose, the cockiest little fool I know.
Over from Cairo. I mean, this pace has been frantic in the early going. And
it is
not favored the Suavecitos. 2 count.
I don't think the Suavecitos really know how to respond to this. They've been kind of caught off guard, this really fast tagging in and out pace that All Day Crew has implemented here.
Second time we've seen Rose just punch at air, wondering if something caught him in the eye. He might be having trouble seeing in there.
To the outside, there it is.
Speaking of going to the eyes,
that's the strategy.
Taking any opportunity they can, and now this is what those wild dogs do best, distracting the official. And now the beat down on the other side to Cairo Leon while Rose is peacocking.
This is that strategy we've known to see the Los Suavecitos utilize, going behind the ref's back, catching everybody off guard, taking them to the outside of the ring. and taking them away from their tag team partners.
And now, on the wrong part of town, is Cairo Leon. And Rose just talking trash with anybody he can. He's got Leon in that headlock there. Looked like maybe he'd be going for a gator roll, but I think Jiah Jewell has that copyright registered trademark, so although I wouldn't leave it to the Suavecitos to steal even somebody else's move.
Look at that. Right back into a big kick from Danny.
Leon able to
Ricky
kick
G
out.
rolls him up.
Rose is trying to find a camera. That must be an aphrodisiac for him.
I swear the hatred that the fans gives up fuels Danny Rose. He loves it. He turns into a different competitor with the booze. Look at him.
Yeah, to your point, I think the entire Los Suavecitos, I mean, they thrive. They absolutely thrive on the hatred of the crowd and the hatred of the Bay Area.
He loves
it.
They switched the strategy, the Suavecitos. Now they have them in Cairo in their corner.
Bad landing for Cairo Leon there, and this thing has shifted in a hurry. All it took was one distraction for Los Suavecitos to take full advantage. And now look at pulling at the hair, and it looks like there's gonna be no end inside. And again, with Gil's back turned. Come on, Gil.
And look, they switched that strategy up, that pace that All Day Krüe was running with earlier. They slowed it down. Suavecitos have kept him in his corner. Cairo is loopy on the other side.
He's got to try and find the exit door. If you're Cairo Leon, the first opportunity to make a tag to either Bryce or Aiden, you got to take it.
Quest with continued strikes to that head.
Up and over. But rolling through is Quest. No, caught him. Cairo caught him. Had him down for two, but unfortunately still on the wrong part of the ring. Tilt the world backbreaker from Young Fuego.
Beautiful.
Planting Cairo again.
Lucha with that tilt-a-world backbreaker in the middle of the ring.
Oh, nice job by Young. Just a mean streak stomp for his trouble.
Yeah, the crowd's gonna have to rally the All Day Krüe back into this.
God, you hear Rose out on the apron
just jawing with the fans, with
maybe
the
Leo Rush was in
cameraman.
the building.
Right. Just talking loud.
Crowd responding in kind, trying to your point, Reg, rally the All Day Krüe. Cairo Leon just in a world of hurt. And Los Suavecitos now going to pose for those with the benefit of flash photography.
Los Suavecitos turning up that pace a little bit here themselves.
Again, just the frenetic pace of this one.
Right.
There's been no real slowdown. Cairo Leon.
Cairo's been in there for 5, maybe 6 minutes now, James.
And just getting beat on. Again, the one distraction. And you're starting to see the tactics have a psychological effect. A few moments ago, you know, Cairo reached for his hair thinking they was going to have to protect against it yet again.
Right.
And it left him open to attack from G. Cairo now trying to rally back. Cutter! Scored with the cutter, but can he capitalize? Can he make the tag? You see the All Day Krüe trying to will Cairo to make the tag, but he is down still on the mat.
Cairo rolling into that cutter on Ricky G. Ricky is out of place, trying to get to his up corner. Cairo's also trying to get to his corner, but Ricky G's a little bit in the way.
That exit door could be opening for Cairo Leon, trying to crawl, drag himself by his fingernails. G made the tag, but so did Cairo. In comes the big man for the All Day Krüe.
Aiden Andrews fighting every member of Los Suavecitos.
Back body drop.
Big back body drop.
Oh, look at that! Spine buster! Two giants colliding in there, if you ask Rose. Look at that! The power surging through the veins of Aiden Andrews.
Gigantic spine buster, and he is fired up. He's saying it's over now, James.
making the tag back to Bryce
Lifting him.
here. Look at that. The assist, the kick, into the Samoan drop, into the cover center of the black and blue, but there's G to break it up.
Suavecitos always having each other's back. No one when to break that count open, when to not. Andrews to the outside.
And they're going to try and neutralize the big man. They just sent him into that ring post. G and Rose work so well as a unit, our first ever tag team champions. And now Quest. Oh, what a kick to the side of the head.
Just getting his last little effort in on there.
Just had his bell rung. Will the bell be rung?
Frog splash to the back.
Goodness. What a save by Cairo Leon. But now he's all like that, splitting the drop kick.
Cairo with the double drop kick.
Taking down Los Suavecitos. All Day Krüe. No, a malfunction at the junction.
Oh no. Hit his own partner, Bryce.
Los Suavecitos able to escape at the last moment. Rose
Enziguri from
with
Rose.
Enziguri, and up and over goes Cairo Leon on top of Aiden Andrews to the outside. But Bryce still in this fight. But for how long? It's 3-on-1 right now. Another kick from Quest. Look at German suplex here, perhaps. Yes. Release German suplex, and it's 3-on-1 right now.
Suavecitos are all over Bryce right now. Set him up for that.
Going for that ghetto bird. Ghetto bird comes crashing down. And the hand coming down for 3. Yes, Los Suavecitos get the win.
Here are your winners, Los Suavecitos!
All Day Krüe gave it everything they had, but ultimately, I think it all goes back to that very first distraction. It's what allowed them to really put a prolonged beat down on Cairo Leon, take the rest of the crew out of the matchup, and really just sort of laid the foundation for the win.
You're absolutely right, James. The All Day Krüe never really recovered after the tables were kind of turned by Los Suavecitos, utilizing the ref, utilizing the ropes, utilizing all the things. And, the Los Suavecitos just using their veteran status to win this match here tonight. Telling you, this hatred fuels these guys. They turn to something different when the fans start getting on their ass.
As insufferable as ever. And I'll say again, they cannot keep getting away with this.
Brought that LA, California shit to Oakland. Unbelievable.
The continuing problem for West Coast Pro Wrestling, Los Suavecitos. Go Brewers.
Even in defeat, though, James, All Day Krüe with another very impressive performance here tonight.
Yeah, certainly big things on the horizon for them here at West Coast Pro Wrestling and wherever they go. And you heard that.
Fluid 510's bar is open and available for your libations needs. Please make sure to
Unfinished business for the All Day Krüe.
But for now, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for your West Coast Pro Golden Gate Championship!
Golden Gate Championship on the line here.
Getting set for title action here at West Coast Pro Wrestling, and there you see sort of the bad seed of the West Coast Pro Training Academy. Once upon a time, the first ever West Coast Pro graduate. Future looked so bright for that young man, still is, but the churn and attitude, you know, he had a severe injury that kept him out of action for about a year.
Yep.
And he's never really been the same mentally. You know, it feels like all these opportunities that he missed when he was on the shelf, he has let that turn to bitterness.
Right. I think the term chip on your shoulder was created for JT Thorne, James. He's just been angry ever since that injury, like he described. He's still mad at Jiah for some reason. He's just angry every time I see him.
He's got a boulder on his shoulder, to be sure, does JT Thorne. And if anybody can knock it off, it is the champion, the Golden Gate champion, the Blue Flame. I'm sure so happy to be on this side of the bridge.
Absolutely. Alpha Zoe on the same boat that I am. We are very happy to be here in Oakland, California tonight. The fans are here for Zoe. I mean, everywhere we go on the Bay, they're here for Zoe. But more specifically here in Oakland, they are here for some Alpha Zoe, our Golden Gate champion.
Yeah, Zoe really drinking it in, and I think really starting to grow into those shoes that is being Golden Gate champion. You know, he acquired it more so than won it.
Exactly.
He certainly earned it, but it was not the way that he wanted. Of course, Brett the Threat going down with an injury. He now has those 2 title defenses under his belt. Can he make it 3 tonight? I give way to Katie Scarlett.
Introducing first, the challenger from the Napa Valley, weighing at 186 pounds, he is JT Thorne! And introducing the champion from Oakland, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is your West Coast Pro Golden Gate champion, the Blue Flame, Alpha!
Oh, come on! JT Thorne spoiling the introductions, jumping Alpha Zoe from behind, an ambush from JT Thorne. And
Unbelievable. JT Thorne jumping Alpha Zoe before the bell. I mean, interesting strategy. That's a way to try to win this championship, I guess, James.
I guess nothing that he won't stoop to try and get what he thinks he deserves. You know, I was thinking about during the intros, like, how can you feel slighted or so pissed off when you come from wine country?
Right. Having that angry energy and you're from wine country, Napa Valley, is an interesting choice. But, I mean, he's been through some stuff here to get to where he is in West Coast Pro.
JT, what, Sesame Street? Give me a break. From wine country.
Staying all over Alpha Zoe. I mean, last time we saw these two here in Fluid 510, Alpha Zoe hit him with a very disgusting lariat, so JT has some anger still.
Pent up
kitchen sink.
Alpha Zoe coming back from that ambush attempt. Nice combination from Zoe, and the knee drop right to the side of the head of JT Thorne.
I mean, Alpha Zoe wasn't going to be walked over in his hometown of Oakland, California. He's going to bring everything he has because he has a lot to prove. He has some family and friends in the crowd here.
And I think you just hit on it, Reg. I think that's why JT Thorne was even more keen to ambush Zoe. Wanted to spoil a moment for Zoe. JT Thorne seems to think that everything should be his moment. It's all about him. And again, taking it to Zoe in the early going, sending Alpha Zoe dangerously into that turnbuckle post there.
Shoulder first into that buckle.
Something to keep an eye on. And JT changing directions on Zoe now. And Zoe just sprawling to the outside, falling to the floor. And this does not look good for the Golden Gate champion.
Interesting strategy here on JT Thorne, just dumping Alpha Zoe to the outside and not following him out there, letting the ref get that count on him.
JT Thorne
taking his time.
Yeah, not inclined to get up close and personal with Zoe on the outside. just lying in wait, waiting for Zoe to crawl back into the ring, and once again resuming hostilities and targeting that left shoulder of Alpha Zoe, as you might expect after sending him into not one but two turnbuckle posts, trying to soften up that shoulder even more. I think JT Thorne has found his target.
Absolutely. JT's trying to take out the shoulders, the arms, all the strength up top for Alpha Zoe. He knows a lariat can come. Number of moves that could end this match pretty quickly for JT, so he's staying on top of him. Can't taunt him, though. He's got to keep that strategy on with the shoulders, but he can't get into a fight or a taunting match with Zoe here.
Yeah, absolutely. Cannot get overconfident against Alpha Zoe. Really, I mean, he has picked the body part and the strategy for the matchup, Zoe trying to hang with him.
JT's like a dog. He is locked on that arm. Trying for a crossface right there in the middle of the ring.
Trying to trap the arm of Alpha Zoe.
Listen, a slow strategy. Taking him down. Taking that momentum and putting it in his corner. I like this from JT.
Zoe trying to get to the ropes. And he does. Able to get a much-needed reprieve, but for how long? JT Thorne right back at him. You hear Zoe even howling in pain just at the touch of that left arm.
Yeah.
JT Thorne has Zoe in the corner.
Firing back with that back elbow from Zoe.
Never going to know what JT Thorne had in mind. Zoe lighting JT up, which I've seen just ricocheting in the corner there.
A chop of his own, returning the favor to JT.
Crowd asking for one more.
Sending him to that opposite corner.
Oh, and once more with feeling from Alpha Zoe. The blue flame burning bright again here.
Just staying right on. I'm running into that chop there on JT. European uppercut, a big one.
And again, keep in mind from his right side that coming from. Did you hear JT Thorne? He knew he messed up.
Drop that leg down into a corner lariat.
Now dazed, oh my God, it just got clobbered. JT Thorne is down, and now business picking up for Zoe.
Knee to the face from Zoe.
You see even how Zoe had to go into that cover there, Reg, protecting the left arm.
Right.
Maybe not applying all of his body weight to keep Thorne down.
Exactly. That arm is still pretty close to Zoe's body. He hasn't been able to utilize that in the same way. Now just going for knees here, right to JT's chin.
I mean, he rocked Thorne, and JT has not been the same since, so maybe just trying to finish off the KO, but JT right to it. Maybe lulling Zoe into a false sense of security. Was JT Thorne able to weather the storm of Zoe's offense and just going right back to his strategy? And you hear Zoe just screaming in pain. That is rare.
Staying all over that arm, Zack Sabre Jr. style. Nice little punt kick to Zoe's arm. JT has been latched arm to that arm from the minute this match started.
And, you know, as you see JT Thorne again trying to bend, if not break the rules. I will give JT Thorne credit. We were talking about before we came on the air tonight, that matchup he had with AJ Gray. You know, I mean, JT Thorne, he got brutalized.
He did.
But he came out the other side, and we are seeing, I think, some of the lessons that he learned in there, an even deeper mean streak from JT Thorne. You see him just hooking the face of Alpha Zoe, now playing with Alpha Zoe, and I don't think that's a good strategy. But now trying to force Zoe to tap. He's worked on that left shoulder and arm all matchup, trying to make Alpha Zoe tap out right now.
In the middle of the ring too, James, trying to separate Zoe in those ropes.
Zoe countering the only way he can into the pin. JT forced to break the hold.
Zoe still favoring that arm though.
Absolutely, but again, Zoe able to counter. He needed that.
Right back with that flying knee. Zoe couldn't capitalize. You know, he's still favoring that arm. Couldn't get the pin.
That arm just burning in pain. You can see it as Zoe just still not able to get up to his feet. He's sustained a lot of damage. Trying to get the feeling back. You see him flexing that wrist there.
Taking time to get back to his feet.
Essentially just got one arm. Does Zoe.
Big slap.
Still.
This is a combo we see from Zoe pretty often.
Yeah, that combination attack from Alpha Zoe, I don't think it had exactly the same effect as usual, but that suplex may have. Flopping over goes JT Thorne and back down to the mat.
Half and half suplex. This time it had to be a half and half suplex though, as Zoe can only utilize one of those arms.
Zoe trying to beckon JT Thorne back to his feet. You see Zoe had to expend a lot of strength there to get JT up.
To a fireman's carry, middle of the ring.
Those elbows, and now going to the eyes as JT Thorne. Ref doesn't see it. JT able to counter by going to the eyes.
Sparky was out of place, couldn't see that. Back elbow from JT.
JT Thorne gets home, hits the spine buster. JT hits the spine buster. New champion gonna be crowned here. No, Zoe gets the shoulder.
Back elbow into a spine buster, right back into that arm bar, middle of the ring.
Perhaps a calculated pin from JT, knowing that that was the only shoulder that could come up. The trap was set.
Yeah.
And now Alpha Zoe might be forced to tap here. Right into the trap set by JT Thorne. Gonna crown a new champion. That Golden Gate Championship slipping away from Alpha Zoe. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, keeping Zoe guessing with pin attempts and back to this arm bar.
But Zoe with the tips of his boots, able to force the break. JT Thorne at 4 breaks the hold.
So JT utilizing wrong strategy, right? He's been all over Zoe. Now he's John with the ref.
See that frustration. Talked about that
eyes off the prize.
Shoulder. That was that on display right there.
Staying on that arm again, James. Just latched onto it.
So has to do something to get some type of break here in the headbutt. Using his head for more than a hat is Alpha Zoe. Trying to stop the assault on that left arm, if only for a moment. And this time, Zoe pop-up powerbomb from Alpha Zoe. Stacks up JT Thorne.
Rolls him all the way over. Huge pop-up powerbomb.
JT Thorne.
JT looks kind of knocked out. He looks KO'd.
Yeah, JT just out in there. Down flat. Alpha Zoe.
Powerful powerbomb there.
Called a match, or Alpha Zoe unsure what to do here.
10 minutes gone.
JT may be playing possum here.
I would hate to think that. I think you called it absolutely right. Another trap laid by JT Thorne, and Alpha Zoe walked right into it.
Alpha Zoe having
passion of Alpha Zoe cost him.
I was gonna say having sympathy and taking his time with JT. JT countered him. Whip to the rope from Zoe.
And Zoe, no compassion, no mercy on that sidewinder.
Sidewinder.
And now the exclamation point, the lariat. Knocking the boulder off the shoulder. Zoe retains.
Here is your winner, and still the West Coast Golden Gate Champion,
Another title defense in the books for the Golden Gate Champion. Like we said before the start of the match, really starting to grow into those shoes.
Right.
And I mean, that was one heck of an effort with essentially one arm for most of the matchup. And JT Thorne just doing whatever he could to trap Alpha Zoe, to trick Alpha Zoe, nearly paid off.
Yeah, pretty tremendous strategy there from JT, utilizing that shoulder the entire match. But Alpha Zoe weathered the storm. Alpha Zoe has been defending that championship with his third defense, really trying to establish himself as the Golden Gate Champion, even though he didn't win it the way he wanted to, James.
JT Thorne, I'm sure this will stick in his side for quite some time. You know, it was really scary in there. I mean, he had us all fooled. Thought he got knocked out in there. Thought maybe we'd have to call off the match, get him medical attention. Sparky fell for it. Joe fell for it. We fell for it.
He did.
And JT Thorne nearly stole the championship, but ultimately, Sidewinder into that lariat rules the day. And we're going to take a brief intermission. We will be back with more. Put that on something very shortly.
Please, at this time, go get yourself a drink from Krüe. official for this contest is Jiah. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 163 pounds, he is your 2025 West Coast Pro Cup winner. He is the Flyboy, Andrew.
The newly minted West Coast Cup winner, Reg. What can you say about Flyboy?
This kid has had so many impressive performances in the last couple months here in West Coast Pro, but the way that he turned it all the way up at the West Coast Cup this year, James, is something like I've never seen before. Like, he really fought every single one of those 3 victories to earn this West Coast Cup. I think he really wants that championship from Zoe.
Well, he has his hands full with another champion, the ROH Pure champion, Tiger Style, Lee Moriarty. Good to see Lee back in West Coast Pro Wrestling.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 192 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, Tiger Style, Lee Moriarty.
We last saw Lee Moriarty at For Love of the Game 1. Flyboy Andrew Cass won the West Coast Cup for Love of the Game 2.
Yep.
Of course, as you mentioned, Reg, now Flyboy Andrew Cass has that title shot at the anniversary show on November 1st for the Golden Gate Championship, courtesy of that West Coast Cup. There is the bell. I mean, what can you say about Lee Moriarty? I mean, over 400 days as the ROH Pure Champion.
So many impressive performances as the ROH Pure Champion, really carving his place as one of the greatest ROH Pure Champions of all time. And Andrew Cass is looking for some momentum going into the 7th anniversary show, and getting a win over Lee Moriarty is a lot of momentum.
I mean, it would be massive, and it would really just, you remember NBA Jam, like he's on fire?
Absolutely.
I mean, it would be that kind of moment, because it was that God called in sick today that he really sort of announced himself, pulling off that victory, and then following that up with the West Coast Cup. And if he is able to string that into them beating Lee Moriarty, I mean, look out, Alpha Zoe.
You betcha. And Andrew Cass, very humble kid, trying to climb the ranks of West Coast Pro, always absorbing a sponge, as they say, and that's why he's in the position that he is in now.
Yeah, getting a test with Lee Moriarty, who traps Cass there, 2 count.
That's the kind of fight you're going to get from Lee Moriarty. He's going to roll you up.
Trying to make Cass think about it. The mind games a little bit there. It can end in a heartbeat, kid.
Lee loves those mind games. Crowd getting behind Cass. He's gotten a lot of fanfare here these last couple months, winning that West Coast Cup. They got a new favorite, as they say.
Again, we are in Oakland, California. Fluid 510, West Coast Pro Wrestling. Put that on something.
That's right. We right here off of Broadway and Telegraph. Y'all know.
James Kincaid alongside Righteous Reg calling the action here. We have a good one brewing between Cass and Moriarty. And Moriarty in control right now. And we always talk about that Tiger style, what that means, that just ability to adapt on the fly and wrestle any style.
Yes. Lee wants to try every style. He wants to take on an opponent the way an opponent wants to be taken on. Andrew Cass is trying to quicken the pace, catch Lee off guard, fly in the air a little bit.
And Cass taking Lee down again.
Impressive. Stand on that arm, look at that.
Staying in control is Andrew Cass for the moment.
Lee Moriarty knows how to counters though, James.
Little commentator's curse, sorry, Cass.
He has the counter for almost every hold, as you can see here.
Back and forth they go. Nicely done by Cass. Going off the speed, the agility, and that'll take some of the speed right out of him, though.
Yeah, I don't think Lee liked that.
No, Moriarty saw the skill and decided to neuter it a little bit there. Now going right back to that left leg.
Try this off of this foot.
Yeah, try doing that again, and oh yeah, Lee starting to pick that left foot apart.
Latching on him.
Yeah, trying to slow down the Flyboy. Pace starting to quicken, able to still plant on that left foot for the moment. Wild swing and a miss from Cass, but counters into the Rana.
Lee Moriarty trying to stay right on Andrew Cass's heels, but Andrew Cass catches him with that Hurricane Rana, flips him off his feet.
Still using that speed from the second rope, able to change directions, and the head scissors, yes.
Beautiful Japanese arm drag from Andrew Cass, hanging onto that left arm.
Yeah, right back where we started from.
Andrew Cass is kind of, using Lee Moriarty's own game against him.
Yeah, a little bit of Flyboy style for Andrew Cass, it would seem.
Like, you want to go arm for arm? Let's see.
Yeah, once again, Moriarty able to counter. Wow, really lifting that knee up into the face of
Tip
Andrew
of the
Cass.
nose, it looked like.
We were talking earlier about that length and reach of Michael Mory. Lee Moriarty has that, but he just ate a drop kick from Cass.
The point of a drop down is actually try to trip up your opponent, and it actually worked that time against Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, usually the opponent has it so well scouted. In this case, yeah. Found purchase with the drop down, tripping up Moriarty, and all it took was a little stumble, gave Cass the opening. Okay, there, Moriarty lying prone. Oh, got the knees up, suckered Cass in, grounding the Flyboy for the moment.
Yeah, Cass took a little bit too much time with that moonsault. He's staying on him, though.
Oh, and Lee Moriarty just flattening Cass's face into that second turnbuckle.
One of those tributes to the homie Alex Shelley that Lee Moriarty likes to pay tribute to. There with the flatliner into the corner.
Yeah, we'll see that perhaps that Border City stretch at some point in the matchup as well. Moriarty likes to employ that as well.
A lot of knees in this match today from Lee Moriarty.
Lee just using some strength, taking Cass up and down, bridging into the pin. Nicely done. Not wasting any movement is Moriarty.
Just a brute force takedown right there to the mat.
A little bow and arrow action, trying to wear down Cass here.
Yeah, Lee likes to stay on this opponent, stay latched onto him, butterflying those arms. Cass is feeding up though.
Cass trying to break. Moriarty hanging on. What does Cass have in the playbook? Able to counter here and turn things around on Moriarty. Can Moriarty offer in kind? He can.
Look at that.
Abdominal stretch.
Impressive.
And driving the knuckle into the side of Cass.
Just double countered into that abdominal stretch. Lee Moriarty.
Great technical prowess on display from both men here right now, and able to force the break is Cass.
Andrew Cass walking himself over to the ropes to get out of that stretch.
Shot to the back there, maybe the kidney area from Moriarty to Cass.
Lee's been working over that midsection, knees to the midsection earlier. Right back to it here with that kitchen sink.
Yeah, following him right in with the kitchen sink. He's gonna go for it again here, yes. Maybe a third time coming.
There's a target on that midsection, James.
Up and over,
Jumped
Cass
over it.
able to evade, and the enziguri sends Moriarty spilling to the outside.
Very nice.
Could be the opportunity that the Flyboy has been waiting for to take off.
Enziguri used Lee Moriarty's own momentum to get him out of the ring with that one.
Yeah, he's down on the outside. There is not a lot of space out there, so be careful if you are out in the crowd. No, Moriarty able to slide back in. Lying in wait, though, is Cass.
Flying forearm.
Flying forearm, and that kick taking down Moriarty twice. Ducks under springboard for the second rope. choke with the clothesline.
Springboard into the lariat on Lee Moriarty. Cass taking him off of his feet. Lee Moriarty looking for some real estate. He's trying to find a place to go.
Firing up is Cass, charging in. Impressive right now for the West Coast Cup winner. Lee Moriarty in a bad way here. Getting him up and over to suplex, bridging into the pin. Cass is going to get the win of his life, not yet.
Butterfly suplex into the bridge.
Beautifully done.
Very nice. Lee Moriarty, that strategy that he was utilizing earlier has not come into play. He is now down. Andrew Cass needs something big here.
Yeah, Cass has played it pretty calm and collected, has not really risked at all with anything high risk as of yet. Looks to be really going to be looking for his spot for success on that nice trip.
Just continuously trying to counter Lee Moriarty. There it is again.
There's the standing moonsault. This time it finds the mark right into the cover, but only 2.
He got the moonsault that time. Those knees earlier didn't scare him from trying it again.
Yeah, it didn't dissuade him. Felt like he had it, took the shot, hit it, but still only 2.
But yeah, it is kind of that thing that you were talking about, James, is he hasn't taken a really gigantic risk, and I think now might be the time.
Yeah, seems to be measuring. You see Lee Moriarty hanging on for dear life.
Got that ankle.
And the kick connecting from Cass. Caught Lee maybe on the temple there. Cass was maybe vertical suplex or brainbuster. Yeah, Moriarty able to reverse the polarity there.
Knee from Cass himself.
Oh! Cass gets flattened. Moriarty now with the momentum. Like
flips
pulling
him over
a
into a
rabbit out of the
pancake.
hat. Only 2.
Beautiful, Lee Moriarty. 2 very devastating maneuvers back to back.
And
here we go.
We talked about that Border City stretch. I mean, Lee Moriarty, quick as a wink, able to seize the pendulum of momentum.
Right in the middle of the ring too, James. Putting himself in between Cass and those ropes.
Cass trying to countering into the pin. Moriarty has to break.
Again, using Moriarty's own momentum against him. Trying again.
And again, he caught him. Cass has him caught here. Only 2.
Boot
Cass
attempt.
acquitting himself incredibly well.
Big knee from Andrew Cass. Caught Lee Moriarty. He might be going up to the top here, James.
Yeah, now senses that this is his moment. Moriarty lying prone. Flyboy.
Watch out for that ceiling. There's
Cleared
some stuff
for
up there.
takeoff, but
Attempted
nobody
the
at the
450
bottom
splash.
of the well. Could be the mistake that spells ruin for Andrew Cass.
Just a big boot.
Went for it all.
Lee trapping him.
Moriarty able to escape. Trapped him, flattened him, right back into the Border City stretch, and that's it. It is Tap City. Andrew Cass has to submit. There is the bell. Lee Moriarty has won.
Here's your winner, Lee
I mean, that exact strategy there, James, is what kept Lee Moriarty, the ROH Pure Champion, for this long. Weathering the storm, but then just coming back hard in the end. Border City stretch, tapping out there in the middle of the ring for Andrew Cass. Impressive performance again from Andrew Cass, though.
Lee Moriarty showing why Taiga style is able to not just reach the summit, but able to stay at the top.
Good to see Lee Moriarty back with the victory again.
And more respect being shown for the young standout, the West Coast Cup winner, Flyboy Andrew Cass. Certainly disappointed. Didn't want to come away only with a moral victory. We talked about how important momentum would be going into the anniversary show. So a little bit of a setback. We will see how he weathers that come November 1st.
It's been kind of a pattern here, though, this show, James, with, you know, the young upstarts, the people that have been carving their name in West Coast Pro. The crowd has really shown appreciation for them. We've had Michael Mory get some.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. And it is for the West Coast Pro Women's World Championship.
Yeah, like I was saying, we had Michael Mory. Getting some fanfare there. We had ETK with some fanfare there. JT, even though, you know, some nefarious ways there. And then Andrew Cass there. The young and up-and-comers, the future of the West Coast Pro has really showed out here today.
Yeah, absolutely right. Throw Jiah, Jewell into that mix.
Absolutely.
Now getting set for title action. We get another look at the It Girl, Maya World, making that universal sign that the title will be coming home with her. Certainly a possibility. Maya World has been so impressive since arriving on the West Coast Pro scene.
Absolutely.
Call a great battle with Zara Zacher, a former West Coast Pro Women's Champion in her own right.
And she has an even bigger match coming up at our 7th anniversary. But before we get there, she might be trying to go into that gigantic match with Willow Nightingale as the West Coast Pro Women's Champion here.
Be something to see.
So many impressive performances by Maya World. She's incredible out of Texas.
That is a great point. I'm sure that, you know, Maya World, you know, you can't look past Johnnie Robbie.
Absolutely not.
I mean, look past the opportunity of becoming West Coast Pro Women's Champion.
Yep.
But easier said than done. One of the most tenacious champions we have ever had here at West Coast Pro Wrestling. So impressed by Johnnie Robbie. A diamond in the rough that just continues to refine her edges and doing so while champion.
I'm telling you, James, ever since she's won that championship, the confidence is through the roof. The way she carries herself is different. Johnnie Robbie has really embraced that championship status here at West Coast Pro.
Truly well said, Reg. She moves different in the world. That confidence. I talk about that injury that nearly ended her career. That gold is all the symbol she needs, and that is in the past.
Yep.
And she's back and better than ever. And once again, I give way to Katie Scarlett.
Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner from Dallas, Texas. She is the It Girl, Maya World. And introducing the champion, fighting out of the black corner from Bassett, California. She is your West Coast Pro Women's World Champion, Johnnie Robbie.
Table's been set. Let's get to the main course. Women's Championship on the line here at West Coast Pro. Johnnie Robbie, for over 200 days, has been the champion. Will the It Girl, Maya World, put an end to the run? Bell has rung. We are underway. West Coast Pro Women's Championship.
You know, since the introduction of the West Coast Pro Women's Championship, the intensity of every title match has upped. Johnnie Robbie's really taking this on. Maya World is here to win that championship, though, James.
Maya World wants to add her name to the history books here at West Coast Pro in that Women's Championship. Add to the lineage. Knock Johnnie Robbie off the mountaintop, but Johnnie scratched and clawed and fought so hard to get here. It's going to be tough to knock her off, but an early mistake perhaps, going counter for counter on the pin predicaments there.
Great counter there from Maya. We usually see someone go over the top, but she just stopped and caught that pinning predicament.
Oh, Johnnie Robbie able to put the brakes on.
Oh, pace is a little quick there. Johnnie Robbie flipping out of that arm drag attempt.
Johnnie staying calm in there, taking Maya. Oh, I landed on her feet as Maya World.
Maya flipping out of the Hurricane Rana there. We going back to back with it.
Doubling over Johnnie Robbie.
Maya World says, slow all this down. Let's fight.
Johnnie, I've never seen her back away from any fight. And look at that, more style points from Maya World. Nice drop kick to the prone opponent, the champion. In trouble now, into the cover. Deep cover, but only 2.
Not only are they trying to out-swag each other, it looks like. They're doing with a lot of finesse. I like this back and forth type of thing. Like anything you could do, I could do better type deal.
Oh, boy.
You like that?
No love lost between these two in the early going.
Just aggressive towards each other.
Very aggressive, feels personal. The stakes are so high, that women's championship. Johnnie caught her with the knee and then the kick.
This might be the most intense title match we've seen Johnnie Robbie in her couple of defenses here as the West Coast Pro Women's World Champ.
Yeah, this is her 4th defense in the United States. She also defended the title in Japan, so a true world champion, a true world warrior is Johnnie Robbie, as she is starting to assert control. Shoulder up, though, from Maya World.
Just a nice back elbow to Maya, staying on her with that cover. Stepping on to Maya World's hand, Johnnie Robbie. See, there's a fine line, right, what Johnnie Robbie's been doing. She used to get down with the Suavecitos. She had a mean streak, but since she's been world champion, like, it's been a little bit different. She's been not as aggressive, but not as mean, I guess, while doing it.
Snap suplex. Yeah, and, you know, you bring up Los Suavecitos. They are, once again, absent from Johnnie Robbie's corner tonight.
Right.
Not cover there. Not so sure that alliance has ended. It's sort of been the sort of Damocles of a question hanging over Johnnie Robbie. Are they still on the same page? I'm really not sure. I've never gotten a straight answer.
I mean, when you're down like that, I guess you're down forever. The way the kind of, you know, relationship that they had.
God, right to the back of the head and neck area of Maya World. And she is in a world of hurt right now. And Johnnie Robbie looking pleased with her handiwork.
This is exactly that confidence I was talking about earlier with Johnnie Robbie as champion. She just looks like she's in control here this whole match.
Fully measured. Oh, what a counter from World into the stomp.
Maya keeps countering with those rolls, and it's really aiding her in this match here.
Johnnie Robbie trying to counter back. Maya was maybe going for a very special, not sure. And Johnnie scores with the kick.
The comeback kick right to the grill.
Now measuring World, the knees, the double knees right into the pin, folding World up, but only 2.
Impressive with those Meteora knees. A short one from Johnnie Robbie. Maya World is looking to the crowd. She's looking everywhere. Doesn't have that same intensity she had starting this match with Johnnie Robbie in control. Oh.
Just trading shots right now.
Just a straight kick, straight elbow. Johnnie Robbie getting aggressive.
Brutal melee so far in this women's championship match. Right between the shoulder blades goes Robbie.
That's not wrestling boots, James. Those are some Nikes.
Now what does she have in mind here? Camel clutch.
Maya's trying to fight out.
Camel clutch applied by Johnnie Robbie, trying to force a submission out of the challenger.
That's in deep. Look at the angle of Maya's back.
Maya
pulling back on it.
Able to get one arm free, trying to claw her way out of this.
Johnnie is sitting down on the lower back of Maya until she got her up off of there.
Shoot a couple of elbows. Now the jaw jammer there from World. Trying to stop Robbie's offense for a moment and seizing the opening with the back suplex is Maya World.
Counter for counter. Maya catching her with the backdrop driver. Johnnie Robbie holding the back of that head after that one.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. Always something to keep an eye on with Johnnie Robbie. That was the nature of her injury that nearly ended her career. Maya World trying to end Johnnie's title reign.
Dancing.
Could all come crashing down here right now. And again, the back of that neck coming down for 3. No, nearly hit the mat. Almost ready to crown a new women's champion.
Maya with that targeted offense, targeting that neck of Johnny Robbie. Look at Johnny Robbie's favoring it now.
Yeah, and I mean, it serves two fronts, too. I mean, big time pain and damage done, and also the psychological effect. Anytime you attack an area that was so severely injured, it's going to creep into the mind of your opponent.
Right. Maya staying in control. She's in that corner trying to fire up on Johnny. Johnny rolls out.
Johnny able to escape, but suckered back in. Maya World getting her up.
Oh, showing that strength.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, almost effortless. Oh, Johnny with the agility, able to land on her feet in the corner there, creating a little bit of distance. Johnny Robbie takes down Maya World right
Pepsi
into
twist.
the pin.
2 count only. Maya was trying to utilize the maneuver we see from Danny Orion here. Orion here.
See Johnny Robbie still holding the back of that head. The crowd showing their approval. What can you say? The champion here. I mean, just absolutely built for the struggle. It's Johnny Robbie, is Maya World taking her down. And a flurry from the champion.
Head kick.
Maya World
catches her.
Says not so fast. Oh, and into the knee. A calamity of humanity. Champion and challenger are down.
Gory special into the knee from Maya World. Both challenger and opponent are down. The world champion Johnny trying to fight back up.
Maya World
Crowd
has
showing
had
their
an answer
appreciation.
for almost everything that the champion has thrown at her.
Crowd's loving these two ladies just going at it, face to face.
It was Maya World who scored with that gory special knee, but is it going to be Johnny Robbie that beats her to her feet?
Looks like
it is staggered, dazed, and dizzy, but on her feet nonetheless, but for how long? Now just, again, going bayonets in there in the center of the black and blue.
Johnny showing the heart of a champion.
Johnny clubbing blows. Missed with 2 kicks. Maya World picking Robbie up now, and now this time face first into the turnbuckle. Robbie goes. And
dishes her back up.
On the precipice of destruction is Johnny Robbie. The kick, no defense for that.
Johnny just stuck on that second rope.
Yeah, prone in the corner. Mercy! Right on the back of her head. Maya World can sense it.
Almost a sunset flip into a power bomb sit out style. Now Maya World's going up to the top.
Rattling the ring. Maya gonna shock the world here. Swanton. New women's champion to be crowned. No, Johnny Robbie. It wasn't a kick out. She just lifted the shoulder barely off the mat, but it was not 3.
That's probably about the closest we've seen of Johnny Robbie almost losing that West Coast Pro Women's Championship.
It almost came crashing down on Johnny Robbie, but for the moment she is still women's champion, but that might just be a short matter of time now. Johnny Robbie looks out in there. Just maybe going on instinct is Robbie. Trying to fight back, but Maya World again with another answer and another pinning predicament.
Maya's been countering with a lot of pin attempts.
Into the cradle, smart by Maya World, and again a 2 count.
She just keeps countering every lariat attempt there, rolling her up.
Trying to pin Johnny Robbie in every turn. This time, maybe it's Johnny who counters best. Johnny with the knees! Johnny hits the knees to the back of the head, and it is Johnny Robbie. Maya World absolutely brought all the thunder Johnny Robbie could handle. But the West Coast Pro Women's Champion, Johnny Robbie, built for the storm, and she didn't break. She rumbled right back and retained the Women's Championship.
Johnny Robbie with another impressive title defense here against Maya World here in Oakland, California. finishing the way she's finished her other 3 defenses with those double knees to the back of the head. And it's funny because Maya was utilizing a strategy on Johnny's neck, but Maya's neck came into place with those double knees. Johnny Robbie with the victory. You're a West Coast Pro Women's Champion.
What a match, what an effort from both challenger and champion. Johnny Robbie rolls into how the West was won, still champion.
Not for nothing, though. Every time Maya World comes, she has an impressive performance like that. One of the matches of the night every single time. The crowd was showing their appreciation for that.
It is main event time here in Oakland, California. West Coast Pro Wrestling put that on something. And it's once again main event Miko.
Miko has been coming and showing out every month in West Coast Pro. Another main event here for her. So impressed after that performance against our West Coast Pro champion, Women's World Champion, Johnny Robbie. I've been so impressed with Miko Alana here in West Coast Pro.
I know she didn't leave with the championship, but that is a match that I will remember for a long, long time, Reg. What an effort for Miko Alana, and being rewarded here with another main event and getting to team with her coach.
Here he comes. Everyone's favorite coach.
An entrance like no other. The dulcet tones of Dean Martin.
Right.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's
See Vinnie Massaro rocking the Run TMC inspired Massaro jacket.
Right. The #1 contender for the West Coast Pro Championship right here, Vinnie Massaro.
That's right, looking for a top flight tune-up against the champion.
And he's gonna try to kick Kevin Blackwood's ass. Right now.
That man did karaoke with Minoru Suzuki and lived to tell the tale.
Yes.
Vinnie Massaro, the guardian of the West Coast. Has done it all in this business except win the West Coast Pro Championship.
One thing.
Became #1 contender. I mean, let's not forget, coming off, on the heels of a just disgustingly brutal I Quit match with Mad Dog Connolly.
Yeah.
He staked the eye of the Mad Dog to force the quit.
I didn't know if he was going to make it out alive or able to have another wrestling match after that Mad Dog stuff, James. I'll keep it real with you.
I think it just showed that Vinnie still has that gear that he can get to.
Yeah.
He's knows that he has more career behind him than in front of him, perhaps, but he is not done. Drinking in the moment, the crowd showing their appreciation.
Vinnie Massaro, we're going to start calling him the Godfather of the West Coast. He leads this. Reason for the season, James.
And now the mood about to change. So we're getting West Coast first look at Haley Dillon.
Yes.
No sing-along for Haley, deliberately making her way into the ring.
She's coming down with some intensity. She's John with those fans. Well, she looks ready for this, James. She's confident. I mean, if you're partners with this guy, you got to be something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it says about their character to team with the champion Kevin Blackwood, but that remains to be seen. And you hear the chorus of jeers and boos start to rain down the serenade for the West Coast Pro champion Kevin Blackwood. The double champion, you see him holding that Prestige championship as well.
Yeah.
The reign of terror for New Wave Kevin Blackwood.
Yeah, I thought he was only terrorizing us, James, with the West Coast Pro Championship, but now he's terrorizing Prestige as their champion too. How did this happen? What's going on here?
I ask myself that every time I see him come out, but Kevin Blackwood has had a vice grip on that championship. He's approaching 300 days. He is a two-time champion. Most recently defended against Carl Fredericks.
Right.
Defeated Cedric Alexander 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Take nothing away from him.
See, that's the thing. Like, he's kind of a dick a lot of the time, but his matches, they're fire.
It is, yeah, the ultimate frustration.
Introducing first, the challengers. Fighting out of the blue corner, first from Hayward, California, she is Miko.
Someone going up for Hayward made me laugh. I don't know why.
From the North Beach section of San Francisco, California, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the guardian of the West Coast. He is Vinnie Massaro! And introducing the champion and his partner. Fighting out of the black corner, first from Buffalo, New York, she is Haley And her partner from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 187 pounds, he is the Prestige World Champion, and he is your West Coast Pro World Heavyweight Champion. This is the new wave of professional wrestling, Kevin Blackwood.
The new wave of professional wrestling, Kevin Blackwood. Well, listening to the crowd, they preferred Original Coke. I must say I agree. I don't even know what vegan Coke would taste like. I digress.
Hold on.
We are set for our main event here. I think they're both vegans. God help us. Hashtag the coast as you follow along on YouTube. We are so glad to be back on there. And this is just a really special sight. One, Vinnie Massaro rocking the green and gold. We are here in Oakland. And two,
Let's go.
again, teacher and student, same team, main event, big stakes leading into the anniversary show. Top flight tune-up for that champion and challenger come November 1st. Bell has rung. Main event is underway here, West Coast Pro Wrestling in Oakland.
Listen, it also kind of hurts a little bit, James, seeing those colors, because they did steal our team. I would like to say that on record. Our team is stolen from us, our
Yes.
baseball team.
No, it's a tough scene. But, you know, Vinnie honoring the past and the great lineage of Oakland and the Athletics.
Hey, we're
And-
trying to start it out with Vinnie.
I think so. I mean, you heard Haley during the introductions insisting, I'm a star. Well, she's going to be seeing stars if she keeps fooling around with Vinnie Massaro.
I don't know if this is what she wants to do on our West Coast Pro debut, going against Vinnie. Oh, you know, there she goes.
And, you know, Vinnie doesn't look exactly eager. Oh, I think got a little bit of dancing shoes on there with Haley right now.
Yeah, maybe this goes more against Kevin Blackwood, who's afraid maybe to get in there with Vinnie, so we send Haley in there first.
Yeah, I think getting under the skin of Vinnie Massaro, you know, I don't think he really wants to mix it up with Haley. He will, to wit, he is right now. But he had sights set on Blackwood.
Vinnie just playing around in there right now.
And Vinnie using that strength and weight advantage. Up and down you go, Haley. And now
Just an
Massaro.
aggressive dump.
There is the
Tagging into
tag.
Miko. There she is.
Main event Miko now enters the fray. Oh, it just gets mollywopped for her trouble. And there's the quick tag
She's
to
immediately out of
Blackwood.
here.
And
Here comes Blackwood.
This is the strategy.
He was taking his sweet time when Vinnie was in there.
Blackwood running over Miko. Hey, a big man.
Hate it. This guy's from Buffalo, New York, and he has our championship. I can't believe it. Come on, you guys.
Kevin Blackwood with the Heartbreak Hotel inspired attire.
Whipping Miko off.
Miko reverses the Irish whip, and look at that. Miko Alana not backing down from the West Coast Pro Champion.
Miko staying right on Kevin Blackwood.
But for how long can it last? Nice duck under by Miko. Lowered the head too soon. Did Alana, but rolling through, sliding clothesline into the cover. 2 count, but Miko Alana acquitting herself very well with the champion.
Great attempt, taking him back to her corner, letting Vinnie tag in. Now Vinnie's gonna get his hand on Kevin Blackwood finally.
Mentor and pupil working very well together right now. Vinnie directing a little bit of traffic. Here's the assist. Getting her balance with the senton. A little extra seasoning on that one.
Hopped off Vinnie's back with that senton.
The exuberance of youth. Miko Alana not legal.
Listen, she's a rookie here in this game. She tried to go for that cover, but that's what you do if you hit somebody with a great senton. Here he goes again, running out of the ring.
Not eager to engage with his challenger on November 1st. And Haley Dillon ate a Massaro European uppercut for her trouble. An assisted splash. The avalanche from Alana.
Kevin Blackwood's just kind of letting his partner Haley get beat up here.
A little Sicilian gesticulation sensation from Massaro before the elbow. And Blackwood, yeah, you're right.
Blackwood's on the floor.
Yeah. They extend that tag rope. Blackwood dropping down from the apron, trying to stay as far away from Vinnie Massaro as possible.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, just leaving poor Haley to fend for herself. Yeah, welcome to the coast. And look at this teamwork.
Vinnie and Miko are having a great time in here.
And now into the cover. Ref had his back, turn only 2.
Putting together some tag maneuvers, a double elbow there. Staying on Haley. Miko trying to keep her in her corner.
And now Haley trying to beg off here. We'll see if, Miko's young enough to where she could still fall for this. We'll see how much Vinnie Massaro has taught her about the mental side of this business. And in comes Blackwood.
Okay, I was going to say, I see why she's partners with Kevin Blackwood with the kind of tactics like these.
Waylaying Massaro, and then, oh no! Damn you, Kevin Blackwood. Stomping the back of Miko Alana into the cover. Damn him!
Look at him though. Soon as Vinnie Massaro gets in the ring, though, he's out of there. But when Miko's in there, he wants to double stomp backs. Haley staying on Miko though.
Taking liberties with Miko Alana. And now Haley Dillon gonna pick the bones. Chopping away at Miko. And now the tag. In comes our very brave West Coast Pro Champion. After ambushing Massaro and then waylaying Alana.
Right.
With her back turned.
Suplex. Got Miko down.
And Miko just able to get the shoulder up. And the crowd giving Blackwood a deserved reception here.
Quick tag out to Haley. They're staying on top of Miko, keeping her in their corner.
And now trying to force a submission.
Hold.
Yeah, the octopus, the digit control. Alana in the center of the ring could be fading here.
She's working that wrist both ways.
Miko using that strength though.
Lifting her up. Almost into her favorite air raid crash. Haley with some unorthodox offense here. Cartwheel into an ankle lock. Very impressive.
Shamrock ankle lock right there. Can Alana get to the ropes? Able to roll. Sends Dylan into the corner. Nice counter from Alana. Charged in. Should have just tagged Massaro. Mistake from Alana. And Dylan just teed off on Vinnie. And that was not smart.
Nice job.
Oh, now it's the
distracted
best
to
back
Rev.
turn. I stand corrected.
Kevin Blackwood comes in to get a couple licks in before running out behind the ref's back.
Suavecito-esque ambush from Blackwood and Dylan, and there's the tag. Once again, the valorous Kevin Blackwood.
Miko trying to fight out.
Credit the heart and determination
midsection
of Miko Alana. Just trying to fight her way out of the corner, desperate to make a tag.
Kevin Blackwood stopping her in her tracks. Off the ropes.
Under Miko. Miko flips over. Can she take the champion down here? She can. Into the cover. 2 count.
2 count only.
And Blackwood with a clothesline. Crumpling in the heap goes Alana.
Just cutting Miko off.
Now choking Miko, cutting off the air supply of Alana.
Vinnie Massaro might want to stay on that apron. It keeps distracting the refs and let Kevin Blackwood doing some nefarious things like choking out Miko behind the ref's back.
To co-sign what the crowd here in Oakland was calling Kevin Blackwood, and more mockery from Dylan.
Taunting him. Oh, here we go with those elbows.
Just driving it down into the neck and chest area of Miko Alana, and once again trying to force a submission.
Working over that neck.
Miko has got to do whatever she can to make a tag.
Miko's fighting from behind. Oh, right down to that mat. Utilizing that shoulder.
Miko's got to be fading here. Crowd trying to will Miko back into this fight. Charging in is Dylan, just charged right into an elbow to the face.
Haley created too much space between her and Miko. Miko capitalized.
Miko going up.
He's trying for that tilt-a-whirl DDT.
Dylan's still too much fight. Mercy! Fisherman suplex from the top.
Beautiful
Miko
bridge.
Somehow got the shoulder up.
Nice fisherman buster and bridge from Haley. Tagging out to Kevin Blackwood one more time. That same strategy of just keeping Miko in their corner.
Just decimating Miko Alana, and all her coach can do is watch.
Kevin Blackwood's been in there for about 13 seconds with Vinnie Massaro.
13, too many if you ask Blackwood. And now look at him, changing direction so Kevin Blackwood can look Vinnie in the eyes while he continues to do damage to Miko Alana. But Miko says, not so fast. Again fighting back.
He wanted to watch while he suplex Miko.
No, Miko's
fighting the wrong way.
2 days had an opportunity to tag, but the opportunity slipping right through her fingers. Oh, the counter with the suplex. But Miko's still down, pointed the wrong way. Sparky going to his count now.
Miko with a great counter suplex. She's trying to get to her corner, and Vinnie Massaro, who has been on that apron for 4 or 5 minutes now.
And Haley more deliberately making her way towards Blackwood. Alana is close to Vinnie. And there's the tag.
Kevin Blackwood tagging. Will he get in there with Vinnie Massaro? He's in there.
At last, it is Massaro and Blackwood.
And he fighting him up with that elbow into the corner. Up and over from Kevin Blackwood.
And all of Blackwood's nightmares are coming true right now.
That's that running calf kick we see Vinnie utilize.
To great effect throughout his career. Massaro charging in. Massaro saw Haley coming.
Haley might have been a little too loud for that.
A little buy one, get one. Smashing both Dylan and Blackwood. Nice European uppercut. Could this be a gaze into the future. What awaits Blackwood on November 1st?
Then he finally got a control of Kevin Blackwood. Got him in his grasp.
And Massaro plants Blackwood.
Corkscrew suplex there in the middle of the ring.
Beautifully done, and a kick to the side of the head from Dylan breaks up the pin. And more importantly, that one rocked Massaro.
Then he forgot to look out for Dylan. She's trying to get the tag out from Kevin Blackwood. She's in now.
Dylan charging in. A little flurry from, I don't think that had the effect.
Pretty sure Vinnie just chopped her in the throat, I think.
I think Massaro was almost amused by the thought that that would be the tactic here.
Nope.
Well, not amused anymore. He's going for that dragon screw.
Couldn't get it all the way through, though.
Like you say, get off the throat, and with the back, again from behind, comes Kevin Blackwood. And into the single leg crab.
Vinnie keeps having his eyes in the wrong direction, getting caught in the back from Haley first time, and now Kevin Blackwood capitalized on Vinnie.
Is Dylan gonna steal a submission here? No, Miko Alana, the student, coming to save her coach, and not a moment too soon.
Just a raw boot.
But damage certainly has been done. Massaro still lying prone, but look at Miko Alana trapping the hand and clotheslining the hell out of the champion.
She's holding on to it. 3 short arm clotheslines on Kevin Blackwood, our champion.
And it looks like Miko's not done. What does Miko have in mind here? Oh, I think she was trying to get Blackwood up, but able to counter. Oh, the knee to Miko. God.
The pump knee.
Miko still fighting, able to counter now. Miko, are you kidding me?
Again attempting that
Miko!
tilt-a-roll. DDT.
Springboard DDT! Plants the champion! Main event, Miko!
She went from rope to rope with that DDT. Really caught Kevin Blackwood off guard. Oh, she's taking him up to the top.
Do it again.
Maybe an avalanche one this time. Firing up on him. She responding back.
And there's Haley Dillon to spoil the party and save the champion.
Haley with a spinning back fist.
Down goes Alana, but Massaro back up to his feet. Trying to weather the flurry of strikes from Dylan. Does so again and just clobbers her. KO shot.
She went straight at Vinnie Massaro, and Vinnie Massaro came back straight at her. But he's not watching for Kevin
perched on the top rope. The double stomp to break up the pin and maybe break the spine of Massaro.
The spine, the neck, the arm. Kevin Blackwood with all his might on that double stomp on Vinnie Massaro, breaking up that pin. This match is still going.
That jackal Kevin Blackwood.
He loves to utilize those double stomps.
And all 4 competitors trying to fight from their knees. Tag match is just sprawled into chaos. All 4 competitors in the ring right now. Blackwood up to his feet first, but the other 3 soon to follow.
Everyone firing back on each other.
And Dylan and Blackwood getting the better of Alana and Massaro, and very much so on the same page. Oh, but suckering in Blackwood, and Dylan did Massaro.
And he's on the apron.
Oh no! Just spiked Massaro.
Heat seeker, pile driver to the outside. Another double stomp from the top from Kevin Blackwood.
And that's got to be it. Oh, but Miko pushing Blackwood into Dylan saves the matchup. Great ring awareness from Miko Alana.
Miko using Haley against her own partner and Kevin Blackwood to break that pin attempt up. Miko, smart strategy, going right to the outside so she can get that tag and get Vinnie Massaro out of the ring.
Miko saving the day for Vinnie Massaro. Not sure I'd ever say that. What a kick just to the side of the head.
Blackwood going back up to the top, I think.
Miko doesn't know where she is.
She's standing double
spaghetti legs, able to evade. And there's Massaro. Oh, planning Blackwood. But there again is Dylan.
On the A driver.
Massaro going for it all with the DC driver. Alana with that neck breaker. Miko has Dylan up. The tag made it. Miko doesn't know it. Hits the gory, but Miko doesn't know that Dylan's not the legal one. Now she does Sparky, relaying the information, and again,
just a running stomp to Miko's head.
Blackwood seems to be only intent to strike when their opponent's back is turned.
Miko's trying to fire out of there to the middle of the ring.
Could be a double stomp, just collapsing into
oh my God.
That's it, Blackwood wins. Blackwood and Dylan take the matchup.
Here are your winners, Dylan and
picking his spots, never willing to engage when their opponent was ready for him, always waiting to resume hostilities until their back was turned, and it won the day for Blackwood and Dylan.
Yeah, cowardly way for our champion, Kevin Blackwood. He spent most of the time attacking Miko Alana and running while Vinnie Massaro was in the ring. Taking out Miko there with a flying double stomp off the top rope. Just a devastating way to end the match. Didn't even give Vinnie Massaro a chance there.
Yeah, Blackwood was on his horse the entire matchup anytime Massaro got close. Vinnie's got the mic.
I am sick and tired of you, Kevin Blackwood.
Aren't we all?
I'm sick and tired of you representing this company. I'm sick and tired of somebody from Buffalo, New York, being West Coast champion. Now I know what you said. I know that you said that you beat me before it hurt. I know you said that you're sick and tired of me wrestling, that I should just give up and retire. And you said the only way that I challenge for that championship is if I put my career on the line. You know what? If that means that somebody that represents the coast gets to be champion, then so fucking be it. Yeah, you beat me in Japan, but you know what? This time, I'm gonna be fighting inside a West Coast Pro ring. This time, I'm gonna be fighting in my hometown of San Francisco, California. This time, I'm gonna be fighting in front of the Bay Area fans. Now, November 1st, I'm gonna keep fighting to keep living. Your own motherfucker, let's go.
November 1st, the Guardian of the West Coast is laying it all on the line to ensure he gets his title shot and to bring the West Coast Pro Championship back home to the coast. Vinnie Massaro's career is on the line November 1st. How the West was won. Will Vinnie rue the day, or will we have a new champion?
Vinnie's putting it all on the line to win that championship. He's talked retirement. He's talked a bunch of things. If he doesn't win this West Coast Championship, James, that could be it.
Vinnie Massaro, one more time, will look to push it back up in the sun and become West Coast Pro Champion. That will be November 1st. Until then, Gladiators, I salute you. Fans, thank you for sharing your passion with us. And until next time, I say good night and Godspeed.